All set? Okay, well, we'll call this meeting to order Thursday, September 15th, 2022. Approval of the agenda. We have one item on the agenda, and that's renewal liquor license for Vinegar Hill Music Theater. Do I hear a motion to approve the agenda?
So move.
Second.
By Phil, seconded by Velma. Any discussion? All those in favor? Very good. All right, first and only order of business. Vinegar Hill liquor license renewal.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, let me just start my discussions that we've already had relative to this. We met, it was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah. The town attorney, Leah, Brad, and then both the code, the planner, and myself, we met to discuss several areas of concern that were related out there. One was the septic system. Another was to discuss the different variety of uses that possibly are going to be anticipated on the property, which would be outside movies, entertainment, catering functions to include weddings and corporate functions, as well as indoor music functions, which they presently have approval of. In the long run, I think at the end of our discussions, we all agreed that the process is underway now. Brad's got a pretty good handle as to what the expectations are and put together the application to move forward. And we put a deadline on them to be in front of the planning board prior to December 31st of this upcoming year. So they couldn't get on. There's a way they can get on a little quicker than that, but some of the meetings are already full for the planning board. So it'll be a little bit of time before they get there. So make a long story even longer. I think we all have agreed that we're moving in the right path, and it's our recommendation through the staff that we go ahead and award the liquor license renewal with the possibility of revocation within the document if in fact they don't move forward with steps to be in compliance ahead. So I did provide you a quick draft motion to take if you folks so desire. So
I just have one question before the motion goes.
Go ahead.
On or before the 18th is the construction expansion of the septic system. Was there any discussion on inspections? I mean, Jim's not around tomorrow, obviously Saturday, Sunday's the 18th. How's the inspection process working on the septic?
I believe I think Brad's been working on the permit itself to get back to Jim. I believe, I don't know if they're going to be somewhere around the 18th that they're going to get going, maybe next week. Go ahead, Brad. Tell us what's happening with that.
Yeah, Brandon Mazer with Perkins Thompson. So the scheduled dig is actually for Wednesday of next week's.
Oh, all right.
The 18th is the expiration of the liquor license. So that's why we have to drive it up tomorrow, but it's planned, assuming that there are a few details working with Jim yesterday that he wanted the application to actually remove some information to be less specific on uses. So that would be deemed, the uses is more land use planning board. So our septic guy is away until tomorrow. He's at his desk tomorrow. We're going to update that application, get it over to him, hopefully have it signed off on in time for the excavation on Wednesday.
So you said the last meeting, though, I thought there was a function this weekend. Is that correct?
There's one tonight.
There's one tonight. And right now the uses, our septic has the capacity. This is in anticipation of the expansion uses for the outdoor activities. So there's no Brady Frick at Al Frick has inspected it beforehand. It was bone dry from the last prior 2 years from their uses. So there's no concern about overusing it in the next week or two.
So I do have a question. So the way that the motion is drafted is that shall apply to the Arundel Planning Board. I would rather see that they'll have a complete application to the Arundel Planning Board based on the past history of going incomplete. I think that gives them, they need to get their ducks in a row and make sure that they have a completed application by the 31st.
That's fine.
That's fine. Yeah, we're already moving in that direction.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine.
not a problem.
And we want you to move in
Yeah.
that direction, right? So, we're not trying to knock businesses out of here. We want businesses that,
Yeah, no.
follow our ordinance.
There were a lot of emails flying around today, both on the septic and on trying to get the additional formal plans drafted by the site plan developer, Livingston Hughes. So I'm hoping that we're done way before then, but it's with scheduling and with getting everything onto the agenda. We wanted to give ourselves enough runway.
The issue on a completed application means it's a little bit more work for you folks to get going and get that, because there's a process. where they're
Assuming
just-
that the feedback comes from Lee J and we can,
Okay.
we will be reactionary and get everything taken care of.
I do have a question.
Yeah, good.
On the application, are you gonna move that stage, that outside stage?
At this point, based on the conversation yesterday, it's going to be a permanent structure. It's easier to do it that way.
Okay, but not a permanent structure covered with black plastic?
Well,
That-
that will be,
That'll
that will
up-
be something that the planning board will have to deal with through their renew
Okay.
process.
All right,
I'm
But
sure
from
there
a,
will be
from a
something.
structural and electrical standpoint, to make that movable actually creates an added level of complexity that if we want to move in the future, it'll come back in front of the planning board, but for now, it's gonna be on the site plan where it's at.
Okay. Anybody got anything else, Phil?
No, I think I'm.
Good. Okay.
So I'll make a motion as follows. So Board of Selectmen hereby approve the renewal liquor license request of Vinegar Hill LLC, DBA Vinegar Hill Music Theater, with the following condition. On or before December 31st, 2022, Vinegar Hill Music Theater shall submit a complete application to the Arundel Planning Board seeking expansion of their business to include outdoor activities, catering functions for weddings, corporate gatherings, as well as their traditional indoor music functions.
I'll
Keith, just to
second.
just to be clear, the catering is banquet use, not catering in terms of the.
Correct.
Okay, right, yeah.
Right.
Because we're not gonna be
Yeah,
We're not-
we're gonna use that category we talked about the other day. What was it?
banquet and
Banquet.
theater, movie theater.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to clarify.
So we have a motion by Jason, seconded by Velma. Any other
Yeah.
discussion? The only comment that I'd make is we hope that you guys get this done. It's been a long process and
Yeah, it's been going on a long
Yeah.
time.
more,
Needs to come to an end.
Understood.
yeah, good. Good. All right, we'll take a vote. All those in favor? Motion carries
Yeah.
unanimously. So did you,
I got the application here. You have to just fill it out. I'll fill out the rest of it.
give that to?
Keith, Sarah mentioned that she included the check for the state with that application. Do you have that with, okay.
I haven't cashed it, haven't done it.
That's the updated motion
Okay,
we wrote on it.
all right,
Do we need just to sign in this one place?
yep. Now procedurally, we just send that to the state? I think. Okay.
So Sarah's gonna drive it out.
Okay, I'll just grab a copy of it. You don't need to check, right?
I need, yeah, we bring the check to the state.
Okay. All right.
Unless you have a separate fee from town.
We do. I think there's a $10 fee, but I don't recall. I'll give it all to you.
Get you a check.
Yeah, whatever.
But the state piece and state check will take with us and done it.
Okay. I'll just get a copy of that before you go.
Problem?
How late are you gonna stay open? Typically, season wise?
So there's a couple events for training, but then that's the that's not.
Yeah,
You close.
it's farm board where you can see right through to the outside, so it's fairly costly. And I think the water, the town water, the feeder line is very, we run off the well when the water is out, I think that the outside around the first.
Yeah.
The ground stuff.
Yeah.
Have any events usually much more than after the middle of October.
Right, yeah, very few and then
Yeah.
prelude, so.
And that's it.
Okay,
We have anything else tonight?
we get nothing else on the agenda.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Jason to adjourn,
Second.
seconded by Phil. No discussion. All those in favor? Motion